my project pan update number 7 for you guys. I am so excited that I am just like on the roll with this. For my low buy, I have to say I've only been using like my Ulta points. I use those up and I haven't really purchased anything. I think I only purchased one thing, which was the Too Faced Ethereal Light Concealer, which hopefully I already have a shorts video here for you guys. But other than that, I've just been really, you know, really holding down and like nothing has really been calling my name of the new things that are coming out. So yay, I'm so excited that I have been like just decluttering, using what I have, and just trying to really appreciate what I have. Okay, so now to the project pan. First things first, this foundation is so freaking hard to use because it's very, very thick. This is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. It just takes like half a pump and then I have to mix it with something else and it just gives like a beautiful full coverage. But let's be honest, I still like wear a mask at work, and so I don't want to have like full coverage every single day. And so I've been incorporating some of my other foundations as well. One of the things that I love doing is marking my foundations just so I can kind of see where each one is at and if I haven't been giving love to one. But the main one that I'm trying to use up is this one, and I am failing miserably at like moving this line. Okay, the one that I have been like bomb, like I've just been doing such a great job on, is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is absolutely just stunning, beautiful. It just gives a glow to your skin. I've been using it every single day under any kind of foundation that I use. I love the glow that this gives, and look at that. I have been dropping this thing like crazy. I feel like you can't really tell, but here's the line here where the product like sinks to. I don't know why it kind of looks like it's full, but it's not. It's actually right there where that black line is, and I've just been using this like crazy. I absolutely love this to the point that I would repurchase it once it's over. But I do have other primers that are very similar like this that give kind of like that glow to the skin, which I want to use up first. So I will hold myself back from purchasing this again until I've used up other products. Next up is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. This is the Performance Wear Powder Foundation in Warm Natural. This can kind of darken my face quite a bit. This is in the shade Warm Neutral 12, so I've been using it sparingly. But even with that, look at that dent, okay? I have been using the crap out of this and really hitting the pan on this. Really happy that I've been doing just such a good job. This whole thing, it had like a little bit, I don't even know if it had pan when I started. I'll look back and then put it around here if it had been panned at all. I don't think it was panned, but I have been making a huge dent in this, really using it up. I like this, but I don't absolutely love it. Maybe if I had the right shade, but this can be a little, I feel like this is better by itself. Like if you were going to use this by itself, if not, it's good for like a little bit of a light dusting to set your makeup, but it can become heavy if you use like a foundation and then try to set it with this. It's a little bit too heavy for my liking. Next up is the No Problem Priming Water, and I am down to here. I have been using this up. This is where it started. This just really gives a nice hydration to the skin. I do have to let it set in because it is a little bit more on the oily side. If you have oily skin, you want to stay away from this, but if you have dry skin, I feel like this is really nice. Just has a nice rose scent to it and just really hydrates my skin and gives it like that glow to the skin. I do use my fan and kind of dry it a little bit just so it's not like overly greasy when I apply my foundation. Next up is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid from ColourPop. This is their setting spray. This just gives a lot of hydration. I've been using it before my makeup and after just to really set and give hydration beforehand. I like it. It's just an okay product. I don't think I would repurchase afterwards. Just a nice hydrating mist, and that's where I'm at right now from where I started. Next up is the Hourglass Trio, and I already finished this one, which was the Radiant Light. I finished that off completely. I am working on this one right now, which is the Dim Light, and I've been using that on top of bronzers. As you can see, you can kind of see the bottom of the pan peeking through right there. So I have been making progress on it. It hasn't been as fast as the other one because the other one I could actually use more all over the face. For this one, I'm just kind of like warming up up the face a little bit, more in my cheek and like my forehead areas. But little by little, I feel like if I hit those 2 pans, I am good with like getting rid of this. That highlight in the middle, I don't think I'll ever hit pan on, because highlights, props to you if you do project pan and you finish a highlight, because that is freaking hard to do. And I think that is all. I was actually thinking of adding in this Becca Light Shifter finishing veil for the other powder in the Hourglass. This is kind of like one of those shimmery, kind of glowy powders for setting all over the face. And I thought I would go ahead and incorporate it in. As you can see there, it doesn't have a dent or anything to it. Becca was bought off by Smashbox, which I love Smashbox, but Becca went out of business and Smashbox bought them. This isn't too old. They had actually sent me this for review purpose, and I do have a reel on my Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, and you want to see project pans and all kinds of other stuff, you can follow me down below. But I really enjoyed this. It just kind of gives like a luminosity to the skin, kind of the same thing that the Hourglass one did. So I will add this into my project pan as well. And that is it for it. Let me know how you're doing on your project pan. Also, how are you doing on your low buy or no buy? If you've bought anything, if you're really keeping tabs on yourself. I feel like I am seriously like, girl. And there's moments where I kind of like, I kind of miss it. But then at the same time, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, you have way too much. The other day I counted my palettes, and I still have more than 150 palettes, which is insane. How did I ever get here? I know how I got here. The last 10 years of doing makeup and YouTube and Instagram and the whole 9 yards. But still, that's no excuse. I really just want to use what I have, appreciate what I have, and you know, and then little by little, like actually incorporate stuff into my routines and stuff like that. If you have any ideas or things that you want to see, whether it be favorite videos, any kind of video ideas that you guys want to see from me, leave them down below. I have been writing them in a notebook and doing them little by little for you guys. I just, you know, I'm just trying to expand here. And I've also been doing quite a few shorts for you guys. I do them as reels on Instagram and shorts on here, to kind of just do like quick videos, and I hope you guys are enjoying those as well. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.